What's up you guys, it's Peter here and today I'm gonna reveal some secrets about learning to play guitar. In this video I'm gonna talk about my 5 tips. I also recommended my friends when they asked me for advice. And by the way, I still use some of these every day, so make sure to pay close attention. That being said, let's get into it. Number 1, and in my opinion this is the most important one. If you don't have this, don't even think about learning to play the guitar. This would be listen to songs that have a guitar in them. Basically, you need a lot of passion for music. You gotta be in love with the music you listen to. And if you listen to this kind of electronic music, maybe you shouldn't even start because it would be a disaster. So you would like to learn songs for what? For what reason? So you need motivation from your idols and from the music you love. So to get back to number 1, you have to have that feeling after a hard day. I think, like, for instance, in my case, when I get out of my workplace and walk to my car, I always have that, like, yeah, finally I can listen to Far Beyond Driven again or something. But why is this such a significant one? When you can play the music that you love, it will give you the strongest motivation boost ever. And when finally you manage to learn a song, you will feel that you're becoming hungrier to learn even more. Also, this is gonna help you to get familiar with various genres like rock, metal, or blues, which is gonna make the difference in the future. So guys, listen to different genres. It is really, really important. But you have to make sure to get familiar with songs you'll be able to play in the near future. So if you're just gonna listen to Marty Friedman's solo album, maybe that's not the best decision, as you won't be able to play it in the near future. So from my perspective, you should keep listening to bands like Nirvana, Guns N' Roses, Rolling Stones, or the Beatles. Second one, you need to have a practice routine. Why? Because without a practice routine, you will make it harder for yourself to keep improving. Having a practice routine will help you to warm up your fingers properly, which really matters if you are a beginner. In addition, it will keep your sessions organized. Once you just sit down to play guitar, you will always start with your usual practices, right? And only then you will move on to learn a certain chord or a certain riff, a certain melody, a certain solo. And guys, as a side note, if you are facing with pain in your fingertips, just simply stop playing and wait for a few hours before you start again. Worst case scenario, move to the thicker strings as they won't hurt your fingers that much. Here comes number 3, which is you need to sacrifice your time and you need persistence. Well, sacrifice, yeah. Well, I said that because at the beginning you will struggle a lot and feel like like this instrument is definitely not for me. Many people have that feeling and many people give it up because of that. And that's why you need persistence, because it's just key. Many times you'll feel like you're not improving or you're having a bad day or even a bad week with your instrument. And here comes persistence, because you will just keep practicing on and on without having any success. Also, in this case, always remember your why and use your previous achievements to motivate you and move on. Because, it takes time. In fact, a lot of time. And that's why you have to practice excessively to shorten the time, or at least trying to shorten that time. Because, some people just tend to act like, okay, I bought this expensive Fender and now I'm gonna be the next Slash or something. And that's wrong. Just don't be a person like this. If you want to succeed, you have to invest rather your time than your money. Play as much as you can, That's why our number one is so important. Because if you have passion, you are easier to use your time for practicing instead of, well, watching another episode of, for example, Breaking Bad. So, in my opinion, 1 to 2 hours of practice daily will definitely give you fast results. Just make sure to use a practice routine and play the music you love. But here comes a little issue here. Here comes the question, how can you learn new songs if you're a beginner and you have no chance to learn by ear? The answer would be tabs. I know. Some folks might disagree with me on this, but right now our goal is to learn to play in 2021 and see some results, and you want to see them results quick before you would give it up, because most people just do it. They don't succeed. They don't feel like they achieved something with their instrument, and then they just give it up. That's why our number 4 will be use tabs instead of sheets. Well, you don't want to waste your time to learn how to read sheets. That will take months, even years if you want to read them fluently. Right? You can understand the mindset beyond the tablatures even under a few minutes, or okay, half an hour maximum. It is fast to learn, and as another upside, you can find the tabs of almost every song on the internet. And I think they became even more popular during their years, so just use tabs in the beginning. That being said, here comes my 5th advice, which is gonna be a little bit funny, but do not use distortion. Because you want to learn how to play guitar. Well, first you have to learn how to play clean, because everyone can pluck a string, then use a tremolo and make the guitar cry. Once you learn to play in clean, you will be able to handle not only the clean melodies, but most of the riffs that have distortion in them. Vice versa, it's not true. Okay, don't get me wrong, playing with distortion is awesome, but if you learn to play in clean first, you won't make that many mistakes, and also you will enjoy getting that first pedal even more. When I got my Boss Metal Zone, I as far as I remember, I had like a 4-hour practice session afterwards. And in addition to this, in addition to the pedal thing, you don't have to overspend yourself in the beginning. Not at all. Just buy an acoustic for like $100, or if you want an electric, buy a cheap Stratocaster for $200 and an amplifier for another $100. And last but not least, as some additional information, I'm gonna post a lot of helpful videos on this channel in the future for both beginners and the advanced players. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and consider sharing it with your friends. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you next time.